guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maggie. Today we're going to talk about 5 things that you should do every single day to improve your spoken English. These are all things that's helped me tremendously and I continue to do them every single day. So I can't wait to share with you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the post notifications. Now, let's get started. First thing I recommend doing is definitely mimicking TV shows. I have talked about this one extensively on my channel and I'll say it again today because it works. But I'm definitely not saying that you should just do this randomly to any TV shows. You should probably pick something that's more conversational and something that's more realistic. So here are 4 shows that I really recommend if you want to practice an American accent. First 2, the classics, Friends and How I Met Your Mother. Next one is That 70s Show. It's just really funny. I personally really like it. And The Office. These 4 shows are all very good resources to practice English with. But the most important thing when it comes to mimicking TV shows is your method. First step, you can read the script and record yourself before you hear the actor say the words. Now, where do you find the script? There's a website. Most of the scripts you can find on this website. I'll link it in the description box as well. This step is so important because only if you know where you made the mistake can you find how you can improve it. For example, this sentence, you could say, how are things at the library? If you didn't know that at, this word at, is supposed to pronounce at the library, you probably say, how are things at the library? So if you record yourself and then you hear the actors talk, then you can find where you did wrong. Do you see what I'm saying? The second 2 steps is to hear the actors say and then record yourself again, mimicking how the actors are saying it. It's a lot of fun. I think you'll like it. Start trying it today. Second one is to read the newspaper. You don't have to go out and buy a newspaper. We all have apps on our phone and it's free. So it's so convenient. It's in your hand, literally in your hand. The reason why I love to read the news to practice English is because the style the writers use to write the news is so precise. And most importantly, you learn how to tell a story. So you can practice your spoken English and you can learn a couple of sentence structures that you can use when it comes to written English. For example, this one. Under a bridge connecting the US with Mexico, dozens of migrant families cram into a makeshift camp set up by US Customs and Border Protection. So this sentence is basically 3 different sentences made into one. The main one is dozens of migrant families cram into a makeshift camp, right? And then the second one is the camp. The camp's location is under a bridge connecting the US with Mexico and is set up by US Customs and Border Protection. So if in the future something similar happens, for example, my cat had some snacks. Where did he have the snack? It was under my table next to the computer, set out by me. Under my table next to the computer, my cat ate some snacks set out by me. It's a little mini practice you set for yourself. You don't just read the newspaper. You learn the sentence structure, and by replacing a complicated issue with something that really happens in your life, you learn how to use that sentence structure. So that to me is so important and so useful when it comes to improving not just your spoken English, but your written English as well. Step 3 is to write down new words you just learned, maybe from the TV show you were watching or the news you were reading. What's more important is to know how to use this word on your own. But sometimes, even when you did everything you could online, you looked it up online and you typed in use this word in a sentence, you're still not sure if you're using this word right. That's when you need to talk to a native speaker and ask them, how should I use this word? Am I using this right? Now you may ask, where do I find someone that's available anytime I want? Cambly. Cambly can connect you with a native speaker anytime and anywhere you want. And you can decide how long you want to talk to this teacher for. If you only have 2 words and you want to talk to them for about 5 minutes, you can do that. Or you have a lot of materials or you want to take a formal lesson, that's available too. That's why I love this app so much, because there's no huge commitment that you have to make. Speaking of which, let's go on Cambly and talk to a teacher.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi John, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
So I have a question. I recently just learned this new word, preoccupied. So I was wondering if I'm using it right.
Yes.
Thank you. So if I want to say I was busy with something, I say I was preoccupied with it? Or...
Exactly. And I think that the subtle difference between busy and preoccupied, I think preoccupied has a slightly more negative connotation than busy.
Okay.
Busy means you have a lot of things to do.
Okay.
But preoccupied means you can't focus correctly on one thing.
Okay.
Because you're thinking about too many others.
Okay. So like, for example, someone called my name and I didn't hear them because I was thinking about something else. Maybe I could say I was preoccupied with other thoughts.
Exactly. Yeah.
Would that make people think that I don't respect them if I say that?
No. It just means that there was a lot in your mind at the time, and it would actually be, I would say, polite if you said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good question.
Thank you.
Yes, great. Thanks for calling. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too. Bye.
Alright, see you later.
So if you're interested, Cambly is giving you a 15 minutes free tryout. If you use my code on the screen, you can get 15 minutes free. The link and the referral code will be in the description box down below, so do check it out if you're interested. Now let's move on to the final tip. Recap and record at the end of the day. Every day before you go to bed, you can sit there and just think in English. Pure English environment, talk to yourself. Today, I woke up at about 8 o'clock and I didn't want to get up, so I stayed on my phone for a little while. Just describe the whole day and record it on your phone. Now, here comes the important part, is that next day, write out everything that you recorded yesterday. Because when you write it out, you notice a lot of little mistakes, grammar mistakes. I know I make a lot of mistakes, but it's impossible for me to know while I'm making it when I'm talking. But if I go back and I add the subtitles on my video, that's where I find a lot of my mistakes. So if you do that consistently every single day, your English is going to improve a lot. So those are the 5 things that I think you should do every single day to practice spoken English, and it really works. If you're really serious about this, even if you can just do one thing a day, if you do it right, that's a win, and it's going to work with time. So I really hope this video helps you guys, and if you want to check out Cambly, go to my description box. Everything will be linked in there. And thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye!